What's going on, guys? We're back. I'm here with Jesse. We're playing Metal Arms. Wow.
You're so used to it.
I know, right? It's weird.
It's almost like you should do it again.
Okay, what is he? He said he'd use invincibility when walking around or something? Gosh. Okay, I get it. There's guns everywhere.
Very hot, Trevor.
As opposed to very cold?
To quote the great Anakin Skywalker from the that game,
don't.
that lava is deadly.
Thank you, Anakin. You will know one day. Okay, so I want to tell this story because I think every male. I already gave you guys some advice about laughing at yourself, but let me give you. This is gonna be advice by proxy. I just have a story to tell, and this happened to me yesterday. Jesse, I didn't even tell you about this story, but it was the grossest thing I've ever seen in the world of dating. Okay, so this isn't even like I could give out names, right? Like, of course not. I don't even know who these people are, but I will tell you this story. So yesterday I got off work. It's been a really long week at work, right? It's been very, very busy at the job. And I got off work and I decided to go get some lunch, right? So I'm going to the old Tim Hortons, right? And I know
the old Tim Hortons.
What the hell? That was it?
You did it.
What? 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 Oh gosh. I almost fell in there and almost died in an elevator shaft again. What? That's it? I probably skipped that entire area. You
can always go back up.
Oh, forget it. We're making progress. I don't want to change that. Okay, so I go to Tim Hortons and I'm on my way in. So I'm stepping out of my car, right? And I walk up to the Tims and there's this guy and he's with his girlfriend, okay? And okay, he's with his girlfriend, and this guy says to her, he's like, oh man, I can't wait. Let me paint a picture here. This dude's wearing like a sterile white shirt, right? A sterile white shirt.
I was hoping you would say like a wife beater tank top.
That is a wife beater tank top.
Well, no, a white shirt is an actual fancy white shirt or
a
dirty
wife beater tank top. Oh, you took the words out of my mouth. That's what it was. And he's got an unbroken baseball cap on. So it's like a flat rim baseball cap. Okay? All right. He's clearly doing very well for himself.
Sticker still on it?
I don't know. I didn't look that hard.
No.
Taller guy, kind of on the heftier side, right? Here's what happens. He goes, oh, I really want a hot smoothie.
What?
Okay, well, they smell...
What the hell's a hot smoothie?
They sell them at Tim's.
Okay.
Oh, this looks like it's pure hell.
I mean, you are in lava world.
I guess. I thought we were in the sky world. What happened to sky world?
No, man. Lava and sky is always the final world, so that's what I combined the two.
What? Is that true? Lava and sky? I guess sky.
Not sky, like, more lava.
Where does this go next? Is that... Ah, come on, game. I didn't even notice. Anyway, so this guy pulls up and he's looking real classy and he's like, oh, I want a hot smoothie. And his girlfriend says to him, she goes, oh, I would love a latte. Right? Like, just like a latte. And, Jesse, he says to her, do you have any money? And she goes, well, no, not on me. And he goes, well, I guess we're just getting a hot smoothie. And I was like, what? like what? So they go into this Tim Hortons, and I'm a little behind these two, because I'm holding a door for this woman and her child, right? Because why wouldn't I, right? So I'm holding this door for this.
Trevor's
woman.
like, I am the best guy in the
situation.
No,
I'm not. Jesse, I know.
Just common sense. I know. I'm just pointing it out just to be that guy.
You can point it out. You're
trying to get brownie points.
If I want to get brownie points, I'm not going to ask my YouTube audience. So anyway,
that's the best way to climb up the ladder.
I just have to break my what? Anyway, I thought you meant the social ladder to get brownie points from my YouTube audience. I have no idea what you're talking about.
That too.
I thought this would open up a shortcut or something. What did this do? Oh, it just made another Oh, whatever. Okay, so this guy's like, okay, so I'm behind these guys, yeah? And what ends up happening is I see these people have already ordered and they're sitting there. And what do I see? But I see this guy sitting next to his girlfriend, who's furious, by the way, right? She's sitting there, crossed arms, furious. And there's the boyfriend, sipping his hot smoothie, right? Jesse shamelessly sipping this hot smoothie. And he looks over at her, and again, she's super pissed, right? And you know what he says to her? What? You can have a sip? Oh. Oh my gosh. So in that situation, I wanted so badly to buy this girl
Why didn't you?
her $2 latte. Jesse, why would I buy with this trashy dude?
You could
standing
start an
here?
incident.
I feel like I would be starting a fight. You understand?
You can take him. You've been hitting the gym.
Thank you, Jesse. I'm gonna take that as a compliment, not as whatever else it was supposed
I mean,
to be.
isn't it kind of a compliment? What else could it be?
Anyway, the point is, this guy didn't spend the extra $2 on this girl. Gentlemen, gentlemen, please. If you have the goal to be dating this woman, buy her the $2 latte, okay? Make it a small.
Hey, man, you don't know the full story. Maybe she always buys these $2
Maybe
lattes,
she always wants the
and he's
latte.
just sick of this. He's like, you know what? I ain't paying another dime for this gold-digging chick. She's got to buy her own lattes from now on. I'm building a stand right down here.
I just
and
realized why you're single.
you saw the very end of the argument.
I needed the Gomer.
You saw the very end of the argument. I'm just kidding.
I know you're kidding.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, I hope you're kidding.
How dark is it?
Right? It's so dark.
I
Anyway,
can't even see that platform.
the point
next
is,
to you.
if you're in that situation, at least do the solid, man, of like, if you can only afford the one, get her the latte, right? You don't need the hot smoothie goodness or whatever necessary. Anyway, it was just like the grossest scene I've ever seen. It was just like the shutdown of like, I'm getting a hot smoothie. What are you getting? Because I'm not buying it. And I was like, holy shit, that just happened. I can't believe what I'm watching right now. Okay, I'm just going to assume I have to carry this Gomer up these stairs. Whatever they're called in this world. I don't know. They look like flying anteaters. This brain costume is my favorite thing ever.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to be sad to see it go when we get a new one. Can I hit it? Oh, good. A springboard.
Oh, your favorite.
Oh, gosh. This room looks like poison. This room looks like
Operate at your own risk, it says.
Well, they are not wrong. Did you see how late I was on that and how I got the spring bounce? It was like, boing. Okay, that was my bad. That was just bad planning on my.
I think it was to the right when you're up there.
Was it?
Probably.
You're probably right. You ever
Trevor,
get
caution, very hot.
You ever get dunked by a fireball where they're just like, get that out of here. Okay, so I go on this one, and he says to the right.
I think so.
Oh my gosh, my nose is itchy. Yeah, you have to be in the air, and then
because
you, like,
the catwalk goes to the right.
You
kinda.
are so right.
Exactly. Go right.
Are you not paying attention? Maybe you didn't hear me when I said
Everything I say is the right way. Everything I don't say is the wrong way.
the left way. The left way. Oh gosh. Don't think for a second we can see what's going on. For a second, when the camera hit that light just the right way, I could see everything. But before that, it's just pitch black on our screen. You think I can jump it?
Oh.
Is there a platform there?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, I'm supposed to use that springboard. I think. Okay, good. Whew. A lot of guesswork going into this, Doctor.
Look at all these places you'd have to jump to just to get every.
Yeah, it almost. You know the thing about this game I've noticed too.
It would take way longer just to get every isotope.
Yeah, well, the thing is with the isotopes in this game is that you'll notice what they do to you a lot is they would essentially make you reset your jumping puzzle to go get isotopes. Hey.
Yeah, well, like picture like this is like, you know, the blue coins in Mario Sunshine. Everyone says they hate them, but
Well, they're usually along the
there's
path
only
you're traveling.
there's
you know?
only 240 in the entire game.
This game has 300 isotopes per area.
Yeah.
Per area.
That's like essentially every Mario Sunshine stage asking you to get every coin in it every
Yikes,
time, not just
that's
100 of them. And I mean, it would be asking you to get every single coin in every world.
Actually, this is something I never actually give Jesse credit for as well. Like earlier in the recording session, I spoke to Jesse and how good he was about looks like it's time for me to start. What?
Start hitting switches.
Okay. All right. Is that good? Is that good? I need another goer. Get out of here, you. Gosh, this is hectic. This is very, very, very hectic. Why did they set this up? It seems like a weird setup of just like bad guys all over.
You should probably kill them.
Oh, they are both active, I guess. Okay, well, you know. Was it over here? It was over here. I think I have to backtrack a bit. This is a guess. These enemies are kind of big and intimidating and
they're
all over the place, right? Like they're kind of fruity. Completely forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, Jesse giving credit. When you do the 100 coins challenges in self-credit. When you were doing the 100 coins challenges in Super Mario Sunshine, I was watching. I watched the whole Let's Play of Mario Sunshine. You taught me something about getting coins. I can't to this day remember what it is.
Is it squirting the goods into the wall?
Because if you jump on, that's exactly it.
If you jump on them, you get 1. If you hit them into the wall, you get 3.
And I didn't know that, but it's sort of like, what game was I playing where to get like 100%? It requires like a whole bunch of like, requires a whole bushel of like very particular coinage, you know? Like one of those things where it requires a lot of work, right? I'm trying to remember what game it is. Vex is very similar to that, where if you... It's especially bad in Vex, where if you die, it's like game over, right? Game over, yeah!
That switch immediately reset for some reason.
I think I have to do the right switch, maybe? I don't know. One of them turned on before. You saw that. I just want these guys dead. Like, I honestly thought I got hit right there, and I was like, oh good. That
Holy crap, that's the first time you got that health pickup.
Is it weird? I was thinking about that. Okay. Turn that on. I guess I'll turn this on. I'm gonna shock this. I'm gonna shock this, maybe? I had it for a second, eh? I swear to goodness.
Is it just one-hit switches that once they turn on, they are on?
Oh my gosh. This is maybe more convoluted than I thought. Okay, hold on. Let's try something here. I think I have to get all the switches on, maybe? Like all those lights on, maybe?
I guess so.
It could be. I'm just making this up. I'm not actually sure. So if I hit that, what happens? Okay, so it turns these on. So if I shock this, it should move forward one.
And then hit that one on the right with the...
Oh, you were... Or no. Oh, did I get it?
Oh, there you go. No, wait, because that wouldn't work either. I think that's the right way.
I think I actually got it.
Yeah, there you go.
That was an accidental. That was an accidental win. But I'm gonna take credit. Yeah. Credit. Yeah.
Team Skull?
Team Skull. I love how worthless Team Skull is in that game. I really do. They are, though, and I love that story relevant. They're bad, you know? Like, they know they suck. It always makes me think of...
Again, I just love the, because I just love the professor. They're like, Team Skull's like, oh, Team Skull's here. Time to fight. And he's just like, oh, really? Yeah, let's go. I'll fight you right now. And they're like,
yeah, let's do it.
Nah, never mind.
You know what? My back hurts. I gotta be somewhere in the morning. Bye. They just take off like they're wussies. And I love that even when they take over that town, they still suck. Like, they still suck.
I do like how, like, when they have the Pokemon Center, like, we'll heal your Pokemon for $10.
Oh, yeah? $10, huh? Big $10. I actually do love Team Skull, but I love them for the wrong reasons. Well, I love them because they're comic gold, you know? They're just...
Again, their hideout and how you have to go through it. You have to get everything correct,
and then you had to say,
and then you had to say yes, and then when they say, "Is that correct?" you say no.
I actually, that is like my. You want to talk about stuff you're not proud of Googling? What did he say? Did he just go,
Me?
Pay close attention here, Doc. Don't be fooled by these platforms because it's a long way down.
I think he's saying don't
fall. Yeah. Let's just do it. Okay, well, let's just platform, I guess. I don't see why he warned me. I'm not 100% sure why Al decided to warn me about that, because he said don't be fooled. Like, they don't seem to drop, right? Like, they're not doing anything malicious, to my knowledge.
I don't know.
Well, I guess we're gonna find out at some point. Oh, crap. Jump shoes. The only game in the world where you get a power-up and you're like, oh, shoot. A power-up. Damn it. The only power-up I get really disappointed in is the rocket launcher. You know what power-up I don't get disappointed in? The
invincibility?
No. The baller, the mini baller. You know why I don't get disappointed in it? Because we never see it.
What does it do again?
I think it kills enemies. It was only in Toltec once. This is going a little fast for me. I'm sort of having a hard time piecing together where I need to go. I'm actually getting a little dizzy trying to figure this platforming section out.
I don't know why I can't get Roland Heights Ballers out of my head.
I can't hear anything from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas without thinking, go get yourself a gangster physique. The game has ruined that term for me. Like, it's like, go get yourself a gangster physique. To this day, when I go to the gym, every time I'm lifting weights, I always think, yo, CJ, go get yourself a gangster physique. I cannot unhear it. And it makes me feel like the biggest nerd in the room. Because there's a lot of buff dudes in the gym, you know?
We're going to go get buffed because of...
damn it.
Dude, you're not nerdy. You're getting the gangster physique.
So I can go sit at home and play video games just a little bit more, you know, filled out and buff. Oh, is that a halfway checkpoint?
No. Or?
I think it is.
I don't know.
No, it's not. You know where this is? This is right... Where the hell am I? It's not like I could ever figure this out anyway. I'm playing Dr. Muto. Up is left, down is right.
Do you even know how to get out of here and back outside if you wanted to?
I'm not even a little bit. You assume I know what's going on? I can't even remember what we're doing here. I'm also really pissed. They gave me all... I can use a spider and a mouse, but I can't have the power-up that lets me fly.
Of course not. That'd make the game too easy. I told you there'd be a catch. It's just essentially you could only use it outside.
Dude, it's the Peacemaker situation.
You know what it is? It's Grunty
again.
Industries where, you know, you can fly as Kazooie, but only outside because there's no fly pads inside. There's only fly pads outside.
Jesse, seriously.
Although it's a bit more useful in Grunty Industries.
It's the Peacemaker scenario. Here's this really good gun. It'll kill anything in the game. Anything you want. And you're like, oh, awesome, I really need it. And they're like, yeah, you do. It's probably the only way you're going to survive any of these coming boss fights that are really, really hard. And you're like, well, thanks, game. And they're like, don't thank us yet, because you're never going to get it again. And you're like, what? And they're like, yeah, that's it. This is the only Peacemaker you're going to get. And you're like, the only Peacemaker you're going to get? And they're like, that's it, man. That's all you get. I'm like, can I have a bit more later? And they're like, no. I'm like, but I have a boss fight coming up. And they're like, boss fight? You don't get it for the boss fight. And you're like, but I kind of need it for the boss fight. I think I have to, you know what, I'm not even going to lie to you. I think I need to speed run and get my shoes over there. Because it says don't be fooled, right?
Yeah.
We'll give it a go. I think we have some time. We have a bit of time. We have a lot of time. I think we've spent most of this. It's a good thing we're speed running this game now.
This would take, we would still be on Aquium if we decided to go for the 100.
100%. And no one misses Aquium. No one misses Aquium. I promise. This is actually okay. Let's give Flotus some credit here. Flotus is a pretty interesting planet so far, don't you think?
I guess so.
I think it's cool. It's had a lot of different like stuff. The world isn't super painful to get around, and my favorite part of maybe Dr. Muto as a whole so far was, you know, when I was talking about laughing at yourself and learning to be like an adult.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe I made that jump considering the camera was not in my favor. That part where I was like running the obstacle course with like the fire stuff and like the barrels coming down, that's probably my favorite part of Dr. Muto so far. I really liked that. I thought it was fun. I thought it was sort of, it's not inventive, but I like running obstacle courses in platform video games because they themselves are kind of just big obstacle courses. I screwed this up. I got too greedy. You want to hear a ridiculous game mechanic I didn't know I had until I finished it? So I'm almost done Death of the Outsider, okay?
Yeah.
Found out, like, in the second last level of the game, you can double jump.
No.
Jesse, I've been using my stupid superpowers to get up every small ledge up to this point, right? Like, I'm like, oh, man, that's just out of range. Better teleport. And then just the other day, I was, like, tapping jump like an idiot. You know, like, tap, 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 tap. And then it's just like, what the hell was it? What? What? I can double jump? How long can I do this? Oh. I'm kind of disappointed with Death of the Outsider, though, because it does feel like a poor man's version of Dishonored 2.
Oh, yeah.
There's no power upgrades. There's only bone charms, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of lame. Because, you know, in the second one, it's like, do you want to upgrade your far reach power up, or do you want to... You can upgrade a few things, you know, it's not just like passives.
Yeah.
Passives are boring, you know, I don't want to only roll with passives, right? I want to, like, roll with the sweet stuff. I want to roll with the ability to melt dudes with my eyes. That's not a power-up in Dishonored 2. Or is it?
I mean, kind of. In the first one, at least.
You can melt people with rats in the first game, right?
No, that would just eat them. I'm saying, like, you can actually, like, shoot at them and they'll explode into, like...
You can do that?
Yeah.
Why didn't anyone tell me?
I don't know how, because I'm not
This
playing
is
it
a
that
nightmare.
way.
This is a nightmare. Okay, I'm trying to get the camera Guys, I need you to know what's happening here. I'm clearly on the wrong axis to get that platform. Right? I'm on the wrong cycle. So I have to jump to another platform. But the game isn't moving my camera in a way that I can see where I need to jump because it's auto-correcting for me. But it is the worst scenario. I do not want it correcting itself. I just want to play the game on my own.
Oh. You're so close to
Did falling. You guys see that? No, you guys can't see that. Jesse just witnessed me. I actually did for the first time since I was like 12. I straightened out my back and held my breath on a jump in a platformer. Okay, where do I go? Here? This looks right. Camera! I'm just gonna... I can't tell where I've gotta go. This looks right, I think. That's probably right.
You're gonna blow it!
Alright. Ollie, I need you to throw something up. And then
just before Trevor makes that jump that was like barely throw in the grab button, you're gonna blow it!
You're gonna blow it! we need to talk about this. So there's this fucking Simpsons joke where Homer is talking about, I don't remember what the context is, but Homer is supposed to be supporting Bart, right? Like as his father, he needs to be doing a better job. And Marge is like, Homer, don't you wish like your dad was more supportive of you as a kid? And Homer's like, yeah, like I guess so. And it's a flashback scene. Oh my gosh, it just fell.
So he's saying you blew.
Oh, nailed it. I think. Question mark. Anyway, forget it. Anyway, so there's this flashback scene of Homer, and he's like a little kid, and he's in high school, right? And he's on the gymnastics team of all things. And Homer is like really, really confident in himself, and he's doing this this gymnastics routine, and everyone in the high school is looking at Homer with like praise and admiration. Lenny's like young, and he's like, whoa, this guy's awesome. And Marge, young Marge, who clearly they're not together yet, is like, oh, he's such a, a handsome man or something. And as Homer's crushing this gymnastics routine. And in the middle, like right at the end, right before Homer goes for like his big move, Grandpa shouts out, "You're gonna blow it!" Homer hears him, cranks up, and just like falls on his neck. And Grandpa's like, "Oh, I knew it was good. I knew
I shouldn't put my faith in you."
It's so sharp, and it's so like harsh. You're gonna blow it! just blows it for his son. Oh gosh, Abe Simpson is a surprisingly funny character in that show. And you think he wouldn't be, you wouldn't think he would get as much, like, as great, like, you wouldn't think he would get as much good material out of Abe as you would. I'm sorry, guys, I'm wasting the entire episode on this freaking awful jumping puzzle. But Grandpa straight up has, like, a lot of really funny lines. Like, he's a really funny character. By the way, I waited, like, an entire, like, 3 hours of me collecting power-ups and doing stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like, I've been 3 episodes of me trying to do this, and I fell in the hole, and they took away all my health ups.
Yeah, man.
That's just how she do. My favorite Abe Simpson episode of The Simpsons is the Flying Hellfish episode. Let's hope, Jesse, that one day we're popular and we are famous and internet icons, so we can get invited to be on The Simpsons. We talk about The Simpsons like once.
Yeah, but it would be bad Simpsons, not good Simpsons.
Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't want to be like in the episode where the episode is literally all about me, where they're like, "Hey, look, internet star Trevor," like I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that on The Simpsons. I want to be like that side joke of like me begging for quarters on the street, being like, "Please, YouTube won't pay me anymore. They took away my subscribers." I don't know. You get the idea. Like I don't want to be like,
they demonetized all my videos.
I can't afford my shoes. Something like
I've been away from work for too long, so now no one will hire me.
No one will hire me.
I put full-time YouTuber on a resume, and they told me that wasn't a real job.
That wasn't a real job.
Shots fired.
Gosh.
I feel like I kind of feel bad for saying that.
Just build up the worst reputation ever. Shots fired. Holy crap. No, I can't get a real job. Go to school, kids. Don't be a YouTube internet sensation.
You had
Take it from a guy who's not.
You had to be a YouTube internet sensation, like when it was newer.
Please educate yourself.
Way newer. Like We're talking 10 years ago at the latest.
We shouldn't even be doing Let's Plays anymore.
No, because everyone stopped. The only one still doing was Game Grumps, but that's because they're still popular.
You know what we should do? We shouldn't even be talking about Game Grumps on our show. That's bad practice.
You should go watch the Game Grumps. They don't have enough subscribers or viewers.
I always do that in my videos, though, where I'm like, what are you doing here? Go watch something else. Oh, boy. You know what else? I was rewatching some of the old stuff from Banjo-Tooie. And my favorite bit is when, one of my favorite bits, aside from that, like, bunny remix, which I completely forgot about.
How?
I don't know. I just didn't think about it until I was with you that one day. So anyway, one of my favorite bits in the Let's Play for Banjo-Tooie is Jesse and I are with the Tyrannosaurus, and you have to remember, like, little roar, like, big roar, little roar, something like that, right? And I'm like, okay, like, put it in the comments. Like, remind me what I need to do. Oh my gosh, chill out. Muto!
You're gonna blow it! You're gonna blow it!
Wow. Wow, I'm dying here, son. I'm dying. Okay, we're not ending this episode until I'm at least through this. So yeah, we're doing like little roar, big roar, and I'm like, everybody, put in the comments like the combination to like the door, and you're like, that's retarded. Like you'll figure it out in this episode.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying because it was a joke from the it was the code on Rusty Bucket Bay.
Right.
Because you're the one who's like, remind me in the comments what this code is.
Yeah.
And so they did. So
people do it, yeah.
We repeated the joke.
Yeah, and I was like, and you were like, but that's stupid. Like, they don't need to. You'll figure it out in this episode. And I was like, excuse me? They're great. And they'll do it anyway. And sure enough, like, the first comment is like, little roar, big roar, little roar. And so I was like, oh my god. Oh, gosh, I'm dying here. Ah. I was almost the Joe Swanson, like, weeping scream. Which is weirdly asthmatic, but he's a cop. Anyway, whatever.
But he's in a wheelchair.
You could be asthmatic in a wheelchair?
No, you can't. You can only have one
disability,
yeah,
Trevor. This is actually a funny story. I might as well tell it. So, you know when you're a kid, and they tell you can do anything you want? Right?
So I make him an Apache attack helicopter.
No, hold on. Well, you're a kid.
You're right. Yeah,
like,
I know.
They're like, because the idea here is they tell you as a kid, right? Like, the world is yours, you know? And it's a good practice, because you want to, like, I would tell my kids, you know? I'd be like, hey, like, kids, shoot for the stars. Anything is possible.
Just not
and
YouTube
I remember
star.
Everyone was talking about, like, oh, I want to be a veterinarian, right? I want to be, like...
I want to collect all the beaded babies and then sell them for pennies. Millions.
Pennies! God, millions! Anyway, but, like, they tell you, like, you can be anything you want, yeah?
Yeah.
And, I remember so distinctly, bro. Like, I remember this so well. I was like, hey, I want to be an astronaut. I want to be an astronaut. And I thought that was the coolest job when I was a kid. And I did. And I, like, to this day, still think being an astronaut would be pretty sweet. And then as I found out as an adult, that was impossible because astronauts can't have asthma. So they told me I can be anything I want. That was a lie. I was incapable of being the one thing I wanted to be as a child. And I never forgot that. Because I remember I was like the first time authority had lied to me.
What they mean is, pick a major now, child, because it'll be your life forever.
Well, like I said, I wanted to be an astronaut.
That's not a major, Trevor. Something like engineering or a doctor.
You know what? I would really, really love...
You could have been an astronomer. Astronomer.
Oh, what?
You don't know what an astronomer is?
I know what an astronomer
is, but I don't know what an
astronomer.
I can't speak. I've been talking for too long here.
I've been talking for too long.
I seriously can't talk.
Ollie, please fast forward to the end of me doing this jumping puzzle. Put in something lighthearted. Like
Rondo of Blood.
We already got Rondo of Blood. I vote for, can I have that, like, oh, no, I can't ask for licensed music. You'll think of something. You're a smart cookie. Ooh, you know what? I want epic fails. Can I get epic fails from our YouTube pass? He's gonna hate me after I ask for this. I just want like a whole bunch of really, really bad fails. Doesn't have to be from this playthrough. It can be anywhere, if you remember some highlights. And
did you just make it?
He's like, is it lower?
You're gonna blow it!
Holy shit, that was the worst. please let there's a save station right there.
Don't die on the way to the save station.
Doctor, these jumps are too far apart. How about you come up with another one of your brilliant
How about the
ideas?
pterodactyl? That's a brilliant idea.
Wait, I'll create a bridge from myself. Yes. I'll use the gerbilist doctor's morph.
I got a better idea. Why don't you...
Jesse.
Trevor, no.
Did they just give me the friggin'... I think they... I'm not even gonna lie. I think they just gave me the... What? Oh, I have to turn into a mouse for the next
I
part.
have a better idea, Doctor. How about you turn into your pterodactyl morph and just
fly!
fly?
Okay, guys. Outro.
Screw that.
Hold on, I just gotta like take a deep breath here.
Better like make sure you. Hey, you almost hit cancel. Make sure it actually says save.
Okay, we hit save. For the last like 35 minutes. Jesse and I
think it's been longer than that, maybe.
Jesse and I have been rapping mega serious about like
rapping.
Things. You ever heard that term? Rapping serious?
Okay, I thought you meant like actual rapping, and I was no, we have not been rapping.
We've just been talking about real life problems, like problems and crap and stuff that we've dealt with in the past, and it's just been awful. I'm sure Ollie will make the best comical.
There's one jump that I hope he has in there.
No, I just hope that he doesn't include anything. And
just the jump that you made. You still died, but hey, you saved that one. That was like really cool.
Anyway, that was so hard, and we've just been doing this for hours. So
not hours,
literally.
Well, the recording session, but not that.
So before we stop this, I know like we're done this episode. I'm sorry we spent literally the entire episode doing this. I feel like I wasted your time, but the cube.
Oh, why?
But I do appreciate you guys hanging around. But I think we're almost done the furnaces. So we only have Jupiter City, and then we're on the boss.
Oh, is that the boss?
That's it. We have...
Oh, by the way, go back to that boss. Yeah, yep. You're flying.
I know.
And you...
What's his name?
Look.
Steel, just Steel.
You better aim for those 4 blue spots.
$100.
Sorry,
so anyway, sorry for wasting your time there, guys, on the last bit. But I hope you had fun anyway. So join us in the next part. We're probably going to actually finish Flotus pretty quick here. I know. And we're probably going to finish Flotus real quick. And then it's just the final boss. So probably next recording session, Jesse and I are going to be done. So anyway, thanks for watching. Let's play Dr. Muto Full Blind. It is a Let's Play. But anyway, we'll see you in the next one, everybody. Bye.
Bye.